Kadary, a double-double today. Really did well, especially rebounding. This has kind of just been a stretch to continue on for the start of the season. How have you seen kind of your game evolve, especially coming into this season?
Just putting the time in the off season, finally being healthy for our off season, and just believing in what the coaching staff is preaching, and just trying to be the best guy I could be day in and day out.
Kadary and then Dre, I'd like to ask each of you this. Where do you think this team's at after 4 games? With some big games coming up next week, how are you feeling about what you've seen so far?
We could always be better. There's always room for improvement, so I'm not going to get too high or get too low. We could always be better.
Dre?
I think that was kind of spot on. I think it's important not to get too high or too low. Just stay even keeled throughout this entire process and day by day get better.
I guess, guys, just how much you're kind of looking forward to this West Coast trip and playing some, USC and then a tougher team, from a bigger league, and kind of testing yourself against some tough competition.
No, it's definitely exciting. Obviously, be able to travel, new atmosphere, get to play against some different teams that we won't get the chance to throughout the season. Some Pac-12 teams and the other 2 teams that's going there. So I think it's a good opportunity to show who we are on a bigger stage. But at the end of the day, it's about us. It's not about who we playing. Just go there, put our best foot forward, continue to get better.
Kadary, your answer? Okay. Jerry?
Kadary, I want to ask you about the ball movement. You had 15 assists as a team. It seemed like you were directing traffic a lot out there, even without the ball, putting you guys into spots. What do you think about the way this group is sharing the ball so far this season?
I feel like that's what we've been trying to preach day in and day out. Give good shots for great shots, and just make sure that everybody's playing as hard as they can, and the ball is going to find you. Don't go hunting for the ball.
Yeah.
Kadary, early in the game, they were doubling you at the top of the key, and then you went into the wing. Do you feel like you're comfortable now playing offensively on any point of the court, and you can do whatever has to be done?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just a basketball player. Like, wherever you put me, I think I'll be fine. So that's really much it.
Kadary, you said earlier about things you want to get better at. What areas does Seton Hall need to get better at?
Collectively playing defense as one, and just continue giving up good shots for great shots, and being more vocal and talking to each other.
You've seen that improvement through the 4 games, but still more to go, I understand. But have you seen that?
Yeah.
Got time for a few more?
What do you guys know about Isaiah Collier, the USC point guard? He's like a projected top 5 pick. You seen him at all? You play against him? You looking forward to playing against him?
Definitely looking forward. Obviously, like you said, he's projected top 5 pick, so it's obviously going to be a big game. But, like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who we play. We come to play Seton Hall basketball.
Sure.
Kadary, how well do you think this team is defending so far?
Like I said, there's always room for improvement, but we just got to keep going out and keep trying to build our way to playing Seton Hall basketball day in and day out.
4 games in, where does this team compare to where it was last year at this time? Do you see a big difference?
That's for who?
Either one, I guess. Kadary. All right, you want you to take it, go ahead, Dre.
I'm sorry, can you ask it again?
Sure. 4 games into the season, where is this team at compared to where this group was last year? You guys were both here. This group was at last year, 4 games into the season. What's the difference at this stage?
I think just trying to preach our togetherness. Trying not to really look too much in the past. Try to let the past be the past and focus on this year, focus on this group and what we have. Continue, like I said, each day just continue to get better each day. But I think we really just trying to preach our togetherness.
One more for either guy. What do you guys think of Isaiah Coleman and how he's playing? Seems like he's taking advantage of his opportunity here.
Definitely. I think he has a lot of potential. Very athletic wing, high ceiling. It's really going to help this team offensively and defensively. I'm really proud of him and, growth throughout the summer up to now. Like I said, looking for big things from him.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach Holloway?
Sean, we have to ask you, what happened at the end of the game with Donald? We asked him about it.
Yeah, no, you know what, Jerry, I'll be honest with you, man. I take full responsibility for that. I like Donald. Donald's like a little brother to me, man. I'm super disappointed that happened. But as a bigger brother, I take responsibility for it because it should never happen. I got to realize when guys are competing, kind of like friendship and stuff like that go out the window, right? And he's fighting for his team, and I respect it. So like I said, I take responsibility for that. I like Donald. I respect him. He's a good person. He's a good player. He was a good player, and he's a good coach.
Coach, first couple of games you were saying that you guys are playing selfish basketball. Game 4, I know you was never happy as a coach, but you see this team maturing and playing the type of level of basketball you wanted to play?
No, we're still not there yet. We're still not there yet. We gotta, when you come out in the first half like that, that's not a good sign. All right. Kind of did that the last couple of games. I think the only good half we had was FDU in the first half. But we just gotta come out and play with a sense of urgency. I don't think we're doing that. I don't know because it was early or what, but I didn't like the way we came out. And I knew this team was gonna be tough. They played like St. Peter's. It's a compliment to the coach. He's a scrappy player, was a scrappy player, so they play that way. And we didn't, in the first half, we didn't challenge it. We didn't come out and play the way we capable of playing. Second half, we did, and I think that's what changed the game.
Jason?
Was that the adjustment in half? Because it came out, I think you had 8 assists or something pretty quick in the second half. Was the ball movement one of the things you really talked about?
Yeah, it's tough when you're playing lineups. The lineups I'm playing, I can't run anything because guys are out of position. All right, Dre not a 5, and then you got Dylan playing the 4. He's not a 4, so they don't know the plays from that spot. So we just kind of, once we got JB back in the game, because they went small, right? They went small, so I tried to go small, which was a bad idea. I should have just stuck with my team, right? And I think the second half we did that. We shared the basketball, and that was the difference. We got stops. We got a thing with us. We tried to get 3 stops in a row, and we got 6 in a row, and then we scored, and that's what I think changed the game.
Yeah.
You said the team didn't come out with any intensity or at least sense of urgency. That probably hurts a little bit on defense. But then after those first few minutes, how would you rate the defense?
I thought the second half was good. The first half I don't think was good. We just, a team like that, they could shoot the basketball from 4 spots. So we didn't want them to shooting the ball, and then the kid Council could really get out in transition. He's a really good player. I thought the second half, we played my type of basketball. First half, I didn't think we did. And just from an offense standpoint too. The ball was moving. Guys was getting shots. We got out some shots. And then we got JB down low, opened the court up a little bit. And then obviously Kadary was doing what Kadary do. And then Dre, he's playing at a high right now.
What was your mindset with the big guy when you took him out early to go small on small, and then you changed that in the second half going big?
Well, I was matching. They, like I said, they could shoot the basketball. I didn't want them getting no threes up. And with JB out there, it's hard for them to chase those guards around, right? I mean, they went really small at one time. And then the second half, we just kind of played our basketball.
Okay.
So it seems like you're trying to get multiple guys ready to handle the ball when Big East teams are going to double Kadary. What do you think of how that's going with Al, with Dylan?
Yeah.
Different guys as ball handlers.
Well, Jerry, I want 3 playmakers on the court at all times. Like, that's kind of how I built this team. So you can't take one guy away. You take one guy away, now the next guy got something. All right. So that's what I've been trying to do. Then also trying to get Malachi, some more minutes, because I think it can help us down the stretch. But yeah, that's been the goal from day one. Just try to get everybody, 3 guys on the court that can handle the basketball and make plays. Well, 4, because Dre too.
Got time for a few more, Jason?
You got a big lead in the second half. You had a lineup of entirely, reserves out there for an extended run. What did you think of how they did in that time span?
We didn't rebound the basketball. At one time they got 5 offensive rebounds in a row. So I was super disappointed in that. And just trying to get guys comfortable. Like, I think we're gonna need Sada, right? So I'm just trying to get him some confidence. He's 6'10", he's more of a wing than a big, but I need him to rebound the ball for us. But for the most part, I just was trying to rest my guys. Like, we got a big long trip coming up. I thought we had a good enough lead where I could pick guys in, and and they still sustain it.
One more, Brian?
Yeah, you said you wanted to get Malachi some more run time to prepare him. How do you think he did today?
I thought he did better the other day. I thought he came out, and sometimes it's tough, right? When you sit on the bench for 30-plus minutes and I kind of pitch you in the game, and you don't have a feel for the game, right? But I think the more he plays, the more confidence he's going to get, the better he's going to be.
Zach?
I stepped out, so I'm sorry if you answered this, but just going out west, how much are you looking forward to playing, stepping up the level of competition?
I'll be honest with you, Adam. Every game for us is big. These 4 games was big for us. I don't look at it like we played these guys, now you play these guys. Every game we play is big. Obviously looking forward to traveling, going out there. I ain't really looking forward to the travel as far. But as far as playing this level of competition, it's going to be great. These guys get a chance to play on a different stage, get different people. So it's more about these guys, and that's what you come to college for, right? That's why you come to a Power 6 school to play against teams like this that we about to play against.
Last two, Matt.
You talked about some of the improvements you'd want to see, better starts, et cetera, but how would the first 4 games set you up for this trip, the first real big test?
It's a good question. Either Gary or Dave asked me that on the radio. I guess we'll see when we get there, right? I'm hoping that it sets us up pretty good, right? Just to kind of get a feel for each other, right? And with this group, to be totally honest with you, it's been tough because before our first game, the starting 5 only played with each other for a week because I had other guys on different teams just trying to mix and match, making practice more competitive, just trying to get other guys involved in the teams. And I put that team together a couple of days before the first game, so they kind of still learn each other. I think a game like the 2 games that we're playing out there is going to really show who we are right now. But it's still early, and that's the thing that I'm hopeful for. It's still early, so I want to win. I hope we win, right? But it's a lot of learning, and and we still got a lot of basketball to play.
Jay?
So 4 games in, what are your impressions of this group?
I think we could still get better. Right, I think that's why I'm excited. I don't think we're anywhere near where I want to be as a team right now. And that's what I get excited. I'm also upset because, with my 5 guys, they really old in the sense of they all played college basketball for 4+ years. So I expect more out of these guys, not come out like the way we came out. You can't do that. We did the same thing against St. Peter's. These guys got to be much mature enough. So to answer your question, I think I like it because I think I still could kind of put my imprint on these guys.
The last one.
So I know you had a lot going on today, but just having Kadeen here after you had Isaiah.
Yeah, I didn't even see Kadary, man.
Just what's it like having them here and they're both home safe?
No, it's great. It's great. Kadary is one of my favorites. Great kid. Great young man. Now, I'm glad he's home. I'm glad he's safe. I'm super sad I didn't get a chance to see him. Hopefully he's still around. But it's good. It was good to have those guys around. And I've been blessed, to tell you the truth. Since I've been here, we had a lot of guys come back, and be part of the program, and that was part of the program. And that's why I'm upset at myself. The whole thing with Donald, because he was one of those guys as well, and he's my guy, and I got a lot of love for D. But like I said, I'm happy that guys, John Moyne was there today. I saw him the other day. He was around, and Darryl Walker, and a lot of guys been coming back around, which I love. Because I told these guys, I'm here, that means we here. I'm a former player, they former player, this their team just as much as it's mine.
Do you think it shows guys like Dre and Kadary that there's a lot of former guys in the pros and playing professionally, and that could be their future?
Absolutely. And those guys been around this summer, talking to my guys the whole summer and playing with them. And that's kind of been, Jordan Theodore was around. A bunch of guys been around that's been talking to my guys and helping these guys out. And I've been super blessed to have that.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Everybody, if I don't see you guys, have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too.